It's called greater skin and can be worn under the player's helmet.
I was able to find out more on this potential game changer.
It's called greater skin.
It's a balaclava or ski mask that comes down over your shoulders and the front and back, your chest and your lower back. It's upper back.
Its purpose to protect the brains of athletes in contact sports like football.
You take a collision to the head, it redistributes the energy of that collision, and in doing so, not only does it reduce the force felt on your head by that collision, but it also stabilizes your neck, allowing your head not to move as rapidly or as far.
It was developed by Carter Hogg, a sophomore at Johns Hopkins University and plays safety on the football team. He tells me greater skin reduces the risk of concussion because it limits the accelerations of the head.
I've been around so many different football players and just other athletes and seeing how concussions have affected them, not just in terms of robbing them from being able to play in games, but their effects on just their general livelihood after sustaining them.
The time from concept to development, Hogg says it took about 8 months. Next step, the Virginia Tech Helmet Lab in Blacksburg, Virginia, where they test every type of helmet under the sun.
And we brought it through all those test series, which essentially amounts to 4 different collision sites, a front, a side, a back, and kind of an offset front boss collision right here on the top of your head. And what it does is we basically track the accelerations of the head using accelerometers embedded in the actual testing helmet. And we brought it through that test series, and that's where we're getting all of our data from.
Jay Brunetti is the equipment director for the San Francisco 49ers and says he joined the advisory board for the product because it can be used across multiple contact sports like hockey and lacrosse.
Everything in our bodies are interconnected, right? So it's not just the skull, not just the brain, but it's obviously the neck and the spinal cord, down the upper back too. So that's where I think this is going to have a huge benefit for the athlete.
Brunetti tells me the materials used in the greater skin product gives an extra layer of protection, something that leagues and teams from high school to the NFL are already moving towards.
You're seeing players in practice running around with these attachments to the outside of their helmet, their guardian caps.
This particular head cover is made of multiple materials, and it dissipates the energy a lot more than the other cover that they're wearing. And so it is more effective in practice.
Dr. Vanessa Fuhr is an associate professor in the Sports and Exercise Sciences department at WT and says the difference between the two devices is in the details.
Difference is the material that it's made of, and then how those materials are organized on the shell, on the cover of the head, and it results in a much better dissipation of the energy that is transferred through the helmet.
Brunetti says his hope is that sometime in the future, the NFL will test out the product on players.
And we're trying to, protect the players, brains, for long-term and short-term. Obviously, I look at also the bigger picture, which is, life after football. You want to have a good quality of life.
Improving player health and safety 1 yard at a time.
And Brunetti says it's a personal mission of his to see his players have a healthy quality of life, both in their playing days and after they hang up their cleats.
He and Dr. Fia both say anything to make athletes more safe is a step in the right direction.